guys, this is hrtstringz. Welcome to my channel. I've been really wanting to make a long form video for a long time, but couldn't really think of a topic. But luckily, as you can see here, I kind of found a topic to talk about. For this video, I made a little fan art sketch of ATLA Airbender, and the character I chose was Aang. Before I get into why I chose Aang to draw for this video, I want to talk about how I got into the show. As you may not know, I didn't grow up with Nickelodeon. I grew up with Disney Channel, right? So I grew up with shows like Jessie, Go Like Charlie, Phineas and Ferb. What's another one? I Didn't Do It. There's many other more I'll probably put on the screen, right? And I guess I'm so most invested in shows. I never got opportunity to other channels like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. Not that I didn't watch shows at all from there. Like I did watch SpongeBob. As you can tell on my channel, I watched Gumball. Yeah, actually, I did watch Gumball. The Amazing World of Gumball and other shows, Baby Bears, I go on. But I never actually, saw ATLA Airbender. Like, I never, paid attention to that show, right? Until, later on, as I grew up a bit more, of course, and I started watching YouTube. And I saw this video to talk about, ATLA Airbender, right? Saying how it was a masterpiece. How Zuko Redemption Arc was one of the best in animated TV shows in a while. And I remember looking at the video thinking well, that seems cool and all. Like, I might check it out, maybe. Not right now, maybe later. So I pushed it back in my mind. Without going much in detail, there's a time where I wasn't really in my best state emotionally and mentally. It was really hard for me to do things or find joy in many things. And I was gonna be a lot of anxiety towards my art and school. I was really getting affected negatively, right? I was really not in a great spot. Then I already get an idea. You know what? I'm gonna watch something. I'm gonna watch ATLA Airbender. I don't know why it's popping in my head. I guess the video I don't know what happened. So I'm right in the night. I started watching ATLA Airbender, and I was very hesitant. Should I watch it? And I remember watching clips before watching the show fully because I want to see if it actually could gratify me, those mini clips. And I guess it did interest me. Yeah, I might give it a watch. So I went to watch the first episode. And I have to admit, in the beginning, I did not like it. Since it's pretty slow, I found it pretty boring in the beginning. And also, the show that it had Aang in the beginning, right? It had Katara and her brother Sokka. So I was kind of what's this supposed to be about? It's mostly, I'm really seeing them, right? And I remember there was one point I was I'm gonna get out, right? I'm gonna watch the show, continue. And then I was wait, why are we giving up so fast? Keep going. I want this is the first episode. Never judge a book by its, or a series by its first episode, right? So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. At least finish the first episode, right? So I finished the first episode, and I remember watching episode 2 after that. And I was kind of to actually like it. It wasn't until episode, I forgot, I think the third, when, or was the second? I forgot, when Aang, Sokka, and Katara went to the village, when every other girl in the village was obsessed with Aang, him being the avatar. That's when I started to like the show. It was first off, I was trying to get into the concept, him being an avatar and all. And second, I don't know, I guess the humor. And also, in the episode, Sokka kind of went with a arc as well. Him, thinking women are not strong and thinking that they're weak. And him seeing his growth to actually appreciating women, knowing that they're strong and capable of many great things. Like the girl he saw in the episode, I forget her name, who was part of the squad. I don't know, I guess from the episode, I started realizing the show's, it's really good. It's funny. I get the concept now. Yeah, the character's getting, great arcs. And I guess that's how I was trying to actually like the show a bit more. I forgot his name. Zuko Uncle, I don't know, everything's on screen, he always laugh. He's funny to me. As the show go on, I started to fall in love more with characters, and yeah, from there I became a fan. And that I even bought, you can see here, their figurines. Yeah, it was hard to find a figurine, but yeah, I found some, and kind of cute. Watching the first season now, I would say my favorite characters are Aang, Zuko, and Toph, right? But out of all of them, I'd say my favorite character of all of them is probably still Aang. And I would say that because I think I like Aang, his character from the beginning. He's always happy, he's always persevering, and even with all the pressure, you always find a way to find like a joy of things. And I guess from the time I was telling you that I was feeling really down, that's why I kind of needed like a reminder to see, like, even though all the pressure and feelings, anxieties you might have in the moment, fears, just find the joy in things like Aang did, and you probably will see that things are not that bad as you think, right? Even though like the time I was dealing with a lot of things, issues, there's always like a light in the end. And actually, I would say the show really helped me a lot to like help me to keep going and actually understand my life a bit more as well. So yeah, that's how I got into the show. And before you guys mentioned, I'm better now, luckily. And yeah, so now that I talk about how I got into the show, how I fell in love with the series, now let's show you my art. So this is my sketchbook, and I think it's a theme since Aang. He's his element is air, so I think it fits in with the art perfectly. Not saying that like the art has a match with the sketchbook cover, but I would say it fits a theme for this video. So the beginning, I was wondering like what should I make, like a fan art of Avatar. Like, it's been a while since I made fan art. Like, if I don't read anything, you can make a sketch, but like it's been a while since I made a sketch of anything, to be honest. So yeah, so like I would say that as far as I'm getting out of this like art block that I was feeling. But yeah, this is the first sketch I made of Aang. Yeah, you can tell that I was going for more into their art style, and although I did like it, I was kind of like, it's cute and all, but I wanted to like explore something different, do something more of my art style. So I started to do another sketch of him, as you can see here. Actually, like how this would turn out a bit more, as it was fitting to more of my art style, similar to the last short I made. And yeah, I also liked it because like I'm the type of person who, when I make fan art, I may always make it look exactly like the art style from the show, which is kind of like, not thinking about it, kind of not uncreative, a bit boring. So I wanted to do something more different, more, and explore more, like seeing Aang also in my art style.
We'll be right back.
So after finishing Aang in my art style, I was wondering if I should color it with paint or with crayons. I don't want to do paint because usually with paint it doesn't really look well, in my opinion, for like when I do a pencil, because you can see the pencil marks and I have to do a lot of layers, and I knew it would take more time. So I want to color it with crayons since I was going for my art style, which is more like crayon-like. I'm gonna explain it. So I cut out Aang and color him, and decided while I was doing that to do the staff and Aang separate. So I just got white paper and used my phone and put my phone under the sketch I had and just kind of traced a drawing back then what they did, this animators did. While coloring a staff, I was wondering like, should I do like a white border when I do a cutout or leave it as plain? I did it first without the white border, right? But it didn't really come out the way I liked it. So this is like how the staff came out, my first attempt. I really like how it turned out. Like, also the coloring, like, to me it looked awful. Like, I didn't like it. And when I did my Aang on top of it, it looked not good. Like, I will show you like how my Aang looked before, but it didn't look good. So I was like, how will I do this, right? Then I'm gonna do it again. I do stuff again. So I did stuff again, but this time with a white border. See from the photos, you can tell it looks way better. And you can see right here, I have him with Aang on top already. So you can tell I did the white border this time, and I think it looked more, I guess, more angling. I don't know if that's the word, but it looked more cooler. So I was wondering, like, should I do one color? But like, again, with the one color, it didn't really look good. It looked kind of like, I don't explain, it looked boring. Like, it just looked off. So when I did this one, it looked better. So you can see here, I did like an ombre effect, red to yellow. But it was more pleasing, like, I don't know. So after I finished Aang and the staff, I started to begin doing the background, right? Here's some clips here of the background. The background's going good, and I liked it, but after I put Aang on top to see how it looked, like the composition, I noticed that there's a lot of empty space. So I was wondering, what could I do to like fill those spots, right? So I thought, oh yeah, I could draw Appa. So I did draw Appa. When I was doing Appa, that's when like, what is that? Yeah, so like I used like a cutout paper that I cut out the staff on. But luckily I did him again on the other side. Looks way better. So I did color him, and he did look cute. Look at him. So I took a time coloring Appa since his original colors like more beige. And the thing is, I don't have beige crayons. You think I do, but I really don't have like enough beige crayons to make it like a different kind of color. But I didn't really want to do beige since Aang is kind of like beige, and I did beige, it would kind of mesh, like it would kind of like blend in. So I didn't want to do beige, right? So I used more greens, a greenish yellow, and I think it looked kind of good. It took a while to figure out the colors, but I think it looked cute. Here's the background of it. You guys want to see? I didn't know how to color it. Like, I don't know if I want to do ombre like I did with the staff or leave it as blue. After messing around a bit, I noticed that doing one color was better and maybe little hints of another color. Since I wanted to stand out was Aang, not really the background. And you see the sky, I kind of did dots because like I had difficulty with the sky because I was thinking, should I leave it all blue? But since the whole mountains is already blue, it would just look like a whole like blue blah background. Like I didn't want that. So like, what could I do, right? Then for some reason I thought dots. And just did that, and I guess it kind of matched since Aang himself is colored in a very childlike way. So I thought, like, you know what? It wouldn't be bad if it had dots. It wouldn't be like, I think it would kind of look cute. So see how it looks together? Yeah, that's my idea of it. I was thinking gluing it actually, but I think I might not because I kind of like it like that. Like, I don't want to do art. I don't really like gluing it since I kind of like change the composition a lot. So always leave it in like parts. So it always feels like those paper dolls with the clothes cutouts. You switch all the time. I guess I like doing that with my art. Like, see here, I did the title. Did of course my username in the avatar font that he has in his title card. But yeah, that's how my fan art came to be. I learned a lot that when I do fan art, I should be more like creative and not be afraid to like do crazy things, because sometimes the end actually turned out more awesome. And I'm kind of glad I did the cutout because like I need more freedom to like play around the composition a bit before I set things, or even do stop motion like I did right here. So yeah, you can see with stop motion how it turned out.
Ow! Ow! Oh! 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 Alpha, yip yip! Gravity.
So yeah, I really like how he turned out. So that's really kind of like the end of the video now. Before I go, I want to show you this. I ordered a keychain, an avatar keychain. I got it from an Etsy by an artist. I'll probably leave the artist name up here. But yeah, I really like how it just turned out. I forgot how much it costs, but it's really cute. I wanted to get Zuko because Zuko's another favorite character of mine, but he was really sold out along with Toph and Katara, so all that I had was Aang, but which is good because I did draw Aang, so it really matched up with this video. With this video's theme. You see it? Yay, he looks cute. I really like the art style. This thing, I like buying merch for TV shows I like by artists because I really like seeing their own version of the character in their art style. And that's what I wanted to do with my art as well when I did this fan art. So I'm really glad like I got Aang in their art style. I feel like it makes my art more like more personal because like you're matching your art style with your favorite TV show. So I really like that. Before I go, I want to tell you one of my favorite quotes from the show. If you guys seen the show, I would like if you guys put one of your favorite quotes from the show as well down in the comments. Or your favorite character. Another favorite character of mine I forgot to mention is Uncle Iroy. I really like his humor and personality. Also love how he's always giving advice to Zuko, which is why when I watched the series back then, I kind of related to Zuko because like the things he mentioned to Zuko, I was feeling at the time as well. But putting that aside, one of my favorite quotes that I was said was to Aang. So when they were stuck in the tunnels, and I think it was that. Hold on, I forgot the. Let me find the quote. The quote was that life is like a tunnel. Although you may not see the light at the end of the tunnel, if you keep moving, you find yourself in a better place. I don't know, but I remember when I first heard the quote, it really resonated with me in that time. Hey, this is editor hrtstringz. I had another clip here, but it was too choppy. So instead, I'm gonna put a picture of a mural I saw while I was in LA while visiting La Brie tar pits. I don't know if it's a museum, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, I want to continue saying that it's true what the quote said. Life can really be like a dark tunnel. And then go back to what I was talking about in the beginning of the video, to where I was, that I wasn't in a good place. Well, not saying that I'm 100% better now, because I really am not, but I will say that I am in a better spot from where I was. And what I realized is how I got to that was from pushing through and keep moving forward. And hearing that for the first time, you may wonder, what do you mean by that? How do you keep on pushing forward? Look at it now from how I was before. Pushing forward is from just trying different things and not giving up, to be honest. And one of the things at the time was on a point of giving up was art, which was a big thing for me. It still is now. Growing up as a perfectionist, I noticed that I always had high expectations, whether it was from the outcome of my art or the grades I got for school. I noticed that as I got older, the perfectionism was getting to the point to affecting the relationship I had with art, to the point that I was losing the reason of why I even made art in the first place. So when I saw how much anxiety I had toward my art and the relationship I had with my art, I noticed that I needed to take a break. And taking a break was really hard for me because I was really kind of lost with my art, and I didn't know what to do to fix my relationship I had with art. So when I watched Avatar, it really opened my eyes to see how art could be used to not just make pretty pictures, but also to tell a story. Seeing the art move frame by frame, moving the characters and moving the story along has really helped me see art in a new light. It reminded me on why I like making art, or why I even fell in love with art in the first place. Art could be used to tell a story. And I kind of forgot that with all the anxiety and pressure I put myself surrounding my art. And see how art could bring others joy like the show had done for me has really inspired me to make art more freely and not to put too much pressure on myself, and to finally enjoy the process of making art, as art can be messy, and that's what I like about art, which kind of explains my art style now. And lastly, art has the potential to be a light to others. So whoever's listening right now, if you're dealing with similar struggles that I was facing, whether it's towards your art or any other thing, I want to let you know to not give up and try to do something different, like I did by watching a new TV series, even though I was hesitant to. And whether for you it's trying a new hobby, or watching a new TV series, or even making a video like this talking about your favorite show. And if you do by chance make one, please let me know, because I would definitely watch it. So when you do something new, you can open your eyes to see the potential or the reason of why you were struggling with the thing in the first place. Like for me, it was with art. So it can help you better face the struggles and to keep pushing through to finally reach to a better place at the end of the tunnel. Well, that's all for the video now, guys. If you haven't by chance watched Avatar yet, I hope this video could help you lean more to actually checking it out. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Peace.